and therefore statutorily the date shifted from 29th to 30th. Now, the first item of agenda is to approve the minutes of SGM.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. क्या है बच्चे? क्या डेट है ये इसकी? Held on 26th August. Yeah. Held on 18th August 2024. This is, yeah. All right, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
And sir, another request, please introduce yourself because we coming first time.
Yes, we will do that.
I will start from myself.
Yeah,
I am
yeah,
committee member, TFC
yeah.
committee member. I am Arun Kumar.
I think, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I am Arun Kumar, residing in Tower 6, flat 804. I am a committee member. Thank you, sir. Good.
I'm Subhash Tiwari, Tower 12, 802. I'm chairman of the PMC.
I'm Ganesh Gopalan from Tower 6 307. I'm the treasurer of the PMC.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jaideep. I reside in Tower 305, and I'm a retired and living the good life. Thank you.
Hi, very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rajiv Puri. I'm in Tower 12A, flat number 701. I'm also living a retired life. I used to be in fashion, men's fashion. Thanks.
I'm Madhav Kamath, Tower 6, 604.
Anand Mishram, I am from Tower 4, 703.
I am Commodore Sanjay Panda, Tower 14301.
Myself, Amrish. I live in Tower 5.
I'm Mr. Ashok Kumar Srivastava. We are in Tower 3, 502. I retired from Defense. Veena, my wife, she is the owner of the flat 502. I'm the second owner.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning, everybody. My name is Varsha. I'm from Bangalore, work out there, and I'm from Tower 6, 505.
Hello, everyone. I'm Priya. We are in Tower 11, 503. And this is my first meeting that I'm attending, and it's very nice to see all these happy, nice, good-looking faces.
I'm the husband, Nimit Kumar.
Good morning. It's Arun Mayappan, Tower 11, 304.
Hello, yeah. Good morning, everyone.
So the first, sorry. The first item of agenda is to SGM held on 18th August 2024. The only business conducted in that AGM was appointment of reconciliator, and after consideration, it was unanimously decided to appoint Dr. C.A.B. Rebello, advocate, as the reconciliator of the society for the period for this financial year till 31st March 2025. So I request members to kindly approve the minutes of this meeting. Thank you. So we treat these minutes of last SGM as approved by the House. There are quite a few queries which we have received from some members lengthy queries to be considered and replied in this meeting. Those persons have not come. We can understand the difficulty of members not to come, even if they want to come for some reason or the other. And we welcome that they have sent their queries. The queries are lengthy and they have been received last night. The first query was received somewhere around after 10 p.m. The other one was received somewhere around midnight. So we don't have enough time to reply to all the queries. I will deal with some of them after the agenda of today's meeting, and whatever I will not be replying, we shall reply in due course of time and put it on our MyGate so that everyone comes to know of our reply. And I would put the reply in stages, because otherwise if I put a, say, 60-page, 70-page reply, then the chances of that being read get reduced quite a lot. And we want that whatever we address to the members is looked into by the members. So, but we shall reply all the queries which have been received by us.
So the first agenda item is to approve the audited accounts of the society and to consider the auditor report of the auditor. So I'll just read out the opinion of the auditor and the points listed down by him in this report. In our opinion, proper books of account as required by the Goa Cooperative Societies 2003 and rules made thereunder. The bylaws of the society has been kept by the society. So far, it appears from the examination of these books. Second, we have obtained all information and explanation which to the best of our knowledge and belief were necessary for the purpose of our audit and found them to be satisfactory. The balance sheet and income and expenditure account examined by us are in agreement with the books of accounts of the society. Fourth, in our opinion and to the best of our opinion, and according to the explanation given to us, the said accounts give all the information required by the Goa Cooperative Societies Act 2003 and rules made thereunder in the manner so required and give a true and fair view. Fifth, there being no other branches of the society, the comments on the reports of the branch auditors is not applicable for the year. The society has maintained proper records showing particulars including quantitative details and stipulation of fixed assets. The fixed assets has been periodically physically verified by the management of the society and the discrepancy, if any, is considered in the books. There are no loans and advances given by the society for the year, hence the comments are not applicable. That's it. So I put it on the PMC on the board to approve the audited accounts of the society and consider the audit report. And I want if there are any proposal and secondment.
Can you go through those, please?
Which one?
The initial audit report seems to be the complete document where there are a couple more pages before the sheets of income and expenditure start. So page numbers 3 and 4. Starting with point number 9, no personal expenses have been charged, and so on.
Where it is? I'm not able to see.
So there were two, first time you sent the auditor's report, that has all of the points. The second one with deeper details. Yeah. Yeah. The original auditor's report, if you can please look and pull up all 4 pages. Let me read out. No personal expenses have been charged to income and expenditure account for the year. Point number 10 is the expenditure incurred by the society for the year is in accordance and consonance of its objectives. Point 11, there being no financial assistance taken from or granted by the government or any government undertaking, the comments on the same are not applicable for the year. Interesting. Number 12 is the society has internal control procedures commensurate with the size of the society and its nature. Now, this seems to be a comment. It doesn't seem to be a report, by the way. Point 13, the society has assessed its manpower requirements and has recruited as per recruitment rules. Point 14 and the last one, additional queries to our audit are mentioned and enclosed separately. So these are the ones, just to support you, I read this out. But I think there are these points to be considered. The last page is...
The last 2 pages was missed out.
Yeah, please continue. Yeah.
So no personal expenses have been charged to income and expenditure account for the year. The expenditure incurred by the society for the year is in accordance and is in consonance of its objective. There being no financial assistance taken from or granted by the government or any government undertakings, the comments on the same are not applicable for the year. The society has internal controls, procedures commensurate with the size of the society and its nature. The society has assessed its manpower requirements and has recruited as per the recruitment rules. Additional queries to our audit are mentioned and enclosed separately. So you want me to read the observations. Yeah, I will read it out. General remarks and other observations. Show cause notice from Goa State Pollution Control Board. We have learned that society has received the show cause notice from Goa State Pollution Control Board as to why the society should not pay an amount of 1,73 lakhs towards environmental compensation due to violation, etc., as mentioned in the notice. The committee is informed that they have not been served with any notice in this regard, but have learned about the same from other members. The committee also informed that this is the responsibility of the builder and have informed the builder in this regard, and that the society will have to bear the consequences only if the builder does not fulfill their commitments. So therefore, the liability of 1,73 lakhs is contingent liability on the society. Second part is the internal audit. It is suggested that the committee appoints an internal auditor to reconcile the accounts and ensure the statutory compliances are taken care on quarterly basis. We are informed the ZipGrid was initially engaged for the same, but the audit was not carried out. Third, verification of details to be provided by builder JLL. An amount of 26 lakhs is approximately 26 lakhs is accounted as unbilled deficit, which pertains to the amount charged by JLL to the members and adjusted in the final amount paid by them. The committee informed that they have demanded the working from JLL, which is pending. How the same is accounted and will be reversed or adjusted after due verification of details once received from JLL. In this regard, we would like to mention that the committee should have obtained all the information verified and then must have accepted the handover and corpus from JLL. Agreement with Sila. It is noticed that the agreement with Sila is executed on 26th of May 2023. However, invoices of Sila are accounted for the month of April 23 and May 23. Further, the competitive quotations obtained of Global Facilities and JLL are unsigned. The committee has explained that they have obtained the competitive quotations from the above parties on email, etc., which were unsigned. That's it.
These are big items of...
Yeah, sure. We missed out that page.
Yeah, the first observation relates to the liability which may arise by way of the action taken by Goa Pollution Board. As pointed out by us, we have not formally received any notice from Goa Pollution Control Board, but it is obvious that if there is any non-approval by Goa Pollution Control Board, the rectification will have to be done here at these premises where we are sitting. And if that rectification is not done, then the Goa Pollution Control Board may take action which may be as drastic as asking all of us to remove the premises. So it is very serious matter, though we have not received the notice, but we are very much concerned with the proceedings which are going on. The objections of Goa Pollution Control Board in respect of STP are broadly two. One, they are objecting to the location. The STP is situated at basement. According to them, the STP plant be outside. It cannot be part of residential premises. The second objection is that according to them, the capacity is less than what it should have been. So naturally, if Pollution Control Board insists on their objections and insists on removal of the objections, then STP plant has to be relocated. We have to find the land for it. Now, in our campus as it stands today, we cannot relocate it without spoiling the entire interior like that. Maybe some land would be required to be purchased outside. So it's a very, very expensive thing. And I can point out that this is one thing which is holding up the conveyance deed between us and Tatas. We have written to Tata Housing Development Company Limited that please give us an undertaking in the conveyance deed that any liabilities arising in respect of STP plant and similar liabilities pertaining to the prior period, that is the period till the handover has been given to us, shall be borne by them. There is no reply forthcoming from them. So it seems to us that we'll have to give an alternative draft, because we have received the draft which Tatas want us to sign for conveyance. We'll have to give them an alternative draft, including our points. For that purpose, we are meeting an advocate and we are asking an expert to prepare the alternative draft, and we shall forward it to THDCL for approval. And if they will not approve it, then it will be a subject matter of dispute between us. Of course, this dispute we have already raised in the society's complaint, which has been filed before National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission. It is very much there, and we have prayed to the Commission that they should direct the opposite party, that is Tata, to give us the immunity and bear the responsibility. In their reply, they have not spoken a word about it. So that is the situation. Yeah, please.
How is it that this whole complex was approved by the complete authority, and occupancy certificate was issued, saying that everything is perfectly fine? How would they do that? Do we have a copies of all those documents?
Yes, we have the documents.
And where does the STP and did the
We
pollution?
have the documents.
The Pollution
and
Control Board was already in existence prior to this. So
that
didn't
is
they
the defense of Tatas before Pollution Control Board, that after having granted the approval, you cannot revoke it. Whatever you needed, you should have pointed out at that point of time. That is their reply.
But what about the pollution control board? Did they give a certificate saying that whatever has been being planned is perfectly in order? Do we have some document of that nature?
Yes, we have got the initial approval granted by Pollution Control Board.
So then I think it
We
should
have
be,
got the copy.
this should be a problem to be resolved. Let's not get directly involved. Of course, we are an
No,
affected
we
interested
shall be
party.
affected party if things go wrong.
I agree that. But the
Yeah.
point is, we should be on a wait and watch mode rather than directly getting involved. Let Tata and the two of them sort it out.
Yeah, that's what we are saying, that it should be fought between Tata and Pollution Control Board, and we should be granted immunity. That's what we are contesting.
Actually, what sir is asking is, after completion, what sir is asking is, before starting, they give a formal approval from the pollution control board. After completing all the building work, STP, everything finished, then one more approval they give, pollution control board, all is fine, everything. So that certificate they issued or not, because when we are taking over, from the Tata, we have to take that certificate also. If that certificate is there, we won't be in this kind of problem.
Yes, yes, we have the occupation certificate granted by Sankole Panchayat to Tatas.
No, not South Korea Panchayat. Pollution control board has to give a certificate.
See, when occupation certificate is given by the authority, they are supposed to have taken into consideration all aspects.
Otherwise, occupation certificate will not be given. Occupation certificate, not to give occupation certificate. No, OC, occupation certificate. He has all the approvals and the residents can go and occupy the premise.
So they gave the occupation certificate.
Yeah.
Now we are in problem. These fellows, they will come and support. See, pollution control board is a very serious issue. Tomorrow, what will happen? If Tata is not cooperating with us, they can stop giving current. They can block the.
They'll seal the place.
Yes,
They have problem.
it will be a very serious problem. See, whatever it is, Panchayat gave approval, this fellow gave a OC, all these things, it will happen. But pollution control board, no way connected to Panchayat board on this one. What
Yeah.
he says is,
This is a serious matter for us.
automatically will disconnect the power. First they will touch the power only.
This is a serious matter for us. And therefore, you see, there are many people in this society who say that we should not enter into litigation. They say in the litigation nobody is benefited. Some people say that only advocates are benefited. Some people say that it takes long time. Some people say that Tatas are mighty people. It would be folly to fight with them. But
formal response from from PCB? No.
No.
So let's not say that they are not concerned, in my humble opinion.
No, we are not saying that we are not concerned. We are very much concerned.
No. I am requesting you to not make a qualifying remark about PCB that they are not concerned, whether it's Tata's or us. My request to you is, we have never had a formal communication with them. Get the clarification. Is there a request for clarification sent to the PCB? And have they been given a direction or correction of direction that you are sending the responses to so-called RDG, it should be sent to Tata's instead? That is one topic. How do we run the show until that thing gets resolved or relocated or expanded? Now, if Mr. Puri is talking about how it's being run and not being run satisfactorily, how do we deal with that? So these are two different points we have to deal with.
You see, as far as PCB is concerned, PCB is talking to Tatas, and according to us, that's the right thing to do. According to us, that's the right thing to do. We come into picture if PCB says, hello, if they talk to us,
Okay, PCB
then
is
we
talking
go
to
and tell
Tatas.
them
If that is the
that
case,
we
I
are
take my
not the
words
right
back.
persons. Please talk to Tatas.
Yeah, that is what I exactly
At that
want.
stage,
Yeah.
according to me,
Yeah.
we should not volunteer and become a party there.
Completely agree, sir. So, Mr. Puri, ये टॉपिक यहाँ लाके हम क्या कर रहे हैं? आप टाटा के ऑफिस में जाके बैठिए ना. नहीं सर, यहाँ पर हम कैसे चलाएं प्लांट को उस पे ध्यान दे. हाउ नहीं, लाइबिलिटी लाई कौन सर? किसने लाई है लाइबिलिटी? नहीं, लाइबिलिटी लाई किसने सर? नहीं, पीसीबी को कंप्लेन किसने की सर? हाँ, तो लाइबिलिटी आपने लाई है? No sir, no, that is not the point. Point is the impending, the point is a 1 crore possible fine on us. Let's try to run the plan better until this gets resolved.
So may I say something?
Sir, we have cornered the Tatas.
Yeah.
We have cornered the Tatas. We have cornered the Tatas by filing the case in consumer court, and they are on back footing.
If you have any other solution, please offer us. Just filing a case, then doesn't you want the RDG to be locked up? I think it's all process. I understand your problem, sir. Yeah. But what is the solution?
And you know,
So,
all this notwithstanding, there is a problem with the STP. Let's try to make it better.
It is possible. There are ways. You have to get
Bharat there is a consultant. Is the consultant in a position to give us a temporary remedy for this problem? Does he know if he can push more chemicals or change the technique? Will it reduce the sting?
it has a limited capacity. Sir, may I say something? Sir, no infra company like Tata in this case can give something which is non-compliant to the laws of the land, like Pollution Control Board in this case. So we should be firing our guns at Tata, and somehow we should not be holding the can. Like in the case of deduction also, bulk deduction also, I mean Tata is just having cushy time.
They have also taken water connection for 50 units only. This also has been.
Yeah, that's right. Our guns should be aimed at Tatas, not among.
Long-term and current. There are two things to do. Long-term, aim or get guns at Tata. Right now, how do we get proper consultation from experts to
yeah. So your suggestion, as I understand, is that we should consult an expert as to how best run the thing which we have got in our hand. Is that your suggestion?
Anyway, that's already happened. Mr. Puri, please, you already said, let's others will speak. Yeah, the problem, there are two issues here. One, of course, the short term, how to better manage what we already have now. Yes, when Ms. Ruchika was running the system, they actually had stopped using chemicals. So it was really, really bad. I remember when Mr. Puri had reported, I was the guy who actually went with him that day. Now, the point what I'm going to say is, thereafter, once the PMC took over, there was actually a substantial improvement. I can still walk there. It is possible, though nobody is monitoring it 24 hours. When the machine is actually working, somebody is already there. This much I can say that. Still, it is not the best way. Perhaps a little bit more focus is required in the short term as to how to deal with it, the operation part. The second and the other issue is, we actually have to get the damn thing changed from there. But where? This is the question. The only technically feasible possibly is going to be a huge amount of expenses. Perhaps we need to buy one of those plots outside, on this side. There are some more plots still to be sold off. One or two, I don't know. We need to sort of clandestinely sort of buy it. I mean, Anand Bose is already the guy who's owning most of the stuff. Perhaps he needs to be told this is going to be a problem. Buy something. I mean, I'm not saying where the money is going to come from. Ultimately, the whole thing has to be leveled onto Tatas. And then we need to rework out all the pipelines. It's not going to be an easy thing at all. I don't know whether it is possible.
Sir, I have one small observation. PMC has a very limited.
No, so the point is that
we are requesting ARCS to hold election and form a committee, permanent committee, sir.
Now that
our persons are going complaining and they are not.
so the point, sir, ultimately the PMC has got a responsibility to deal with, till the time you are in chair, there is no choice, whom should all these people go and complain against? It's the PMC. It's all right, you are unable to do it in one day, but it is something we all need to think about it. And now if you just tell this court, and Tata, like you said very rightly, they're just glossing over their response. They're not giving a response to the STP issue. Ultimately, we need to give a solution to the court also. So there is a plot available. It's going to cost, let's say, 80 lakh rupees. And all this changing of the pipelines and all is going to cost another, whatever it is, 1 crore rupees. Total, it's going to cost about 5 crore rupees is the cost of shifting is this. I don't know. I'm just giving you not even a ballpark figure, just off the head. Now, thereafter, you need to get a technical assessment done about here and then present a case to the court. Tata is just keeping his mouth shut. Go to the Pollution Control Board and tell them this is a 5 crore rupees and plus everyday damage till the time it is done. The Tata should be held. At least the court will be able to order. If you just out of the blue, like this, of course you've thrown the ball. But then you find a solution also what to do. Now you can't shift it from 12A to middle of the swimming pool, can you? Or you close down the swimming pool and make it? Is it a rational option? No. We need to have something, and before all those plots get sold off, there are still a number of plots there. Maybe we need a larger area. But somebody needs to think about it. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. Mr. Puri can say that in 1 crore rupees, 2 crore rupees, it needs to be sold.
I agree, sir.
And incidentally, I stay in Satwa. Excuse me, I stay in Satwa.
PMC cannot take such drastic decisions, sir.
You don't have to do it. You're just going to start the thinking process. No, you're not. Sir,
see,
in fact,
I am not advocating, sir.
Only limited persons have filed the case.
Sir, एक second.
I am one of them.
See, the point is that nobody is going to ask you to buy it or something. Nor do you have the mandate to do it. You just can't spend money. I'm just saying, just get an expert and think over it. Maybe you say it just can't be done. We have no choice. So many pipes to be changed. It is not possible. It's all underground. I don't know. Maybe it's possible. But a technical expert needs to at least give an advice whether it can be done. If it can be done, then the next question is what is going to be likely cost? And then as an option, you hand it over to the court. Tell them to pay for it. And we will do it. I mean, somebody needs to have thought about it before you initiate the issue.
Sir, my submission is...
How best we can run the existing plant. Long term, we will have to depend upon, because cost is going to be used. Cost is going to be used.
Sir, my submission is that we are already in court. court is seized of the matter. We have filed the complaint. Our complaint has been admitted by the court. The court has directed Tata's to file an affidavit in reply. Tata has filed an affidavit in reply. The court has directed us to file a rejoinder to what Tata has replied. The court has asked us to file evidences, and that has been done. Evidences are being filed today. Rejoinder has been filed 4 days back. After that, Tatas get 4 weeks to file their evidences, because reply they have already filed. Now, not that things are not moving. Now, suppose suddenly this pollution control board comes on our head कि हम remove कर रहे हैं आपको. If they say so, then we rush to court for 2 requests. Please direct PCB to it, to expedite the solution of the court's verdict on this issue. This is all that we can do. If some precipitate things happen, we are not unprotected. Excuse me. It's not that we are unprotected, we are already in court. Anything happens, next day in the morning, before the court starts with the regular board, I say, Lordship, urgent, very urgent thing, kindly allow me to make a say. And we make our prayer. And then what happens, everything is not in our control. We can make our efforts. By the way, let me tell you what's the Tata's reply on this subject. They say that to each and every owner, when they took up possession of their apartment, we asked them to inspect their apartment, and they have given us a 2-page letter, which every one of us has signed, certifying that everything is correct. Every one of us have signed that we are fully satisfied with what the apartment is. Each one of us have signed. To that our reply is that the time when we took the position, Tata had our money, because we had paid almost 90% of money. Tata had our property. We were on the roads. So we had no option but to sign whatever they dictate. And I say this kind of unequal treatment, we have requested the court to reject whatever undertakings we have given in the position letter as non-binding. Because
Is it a party there?
You see, pollution
Just a sec. Is it a party there in the Delhi? So if at all they come and give a sealing order, you have no choice but to go to the Bombay High Court here, file a writ petition. That's the only way you can solve this.
You see, right now,
you just can't go and mention there.
Right now, even we are not party there.
That's all right. But if at all the pollution control comes and gives a sealing order or something of that nature, the only route available to you is go to the writ court here and say that this matter is seized by so-and-so court. Meanwhile, these guys are precipitating the whole issue. Please give a stay. That's all. And make Tata a party there and make them pay for the whatever is the damage.
NCDRC is also competent to give directions to Pollution Control Board.
I don't think so, sir. Not even a party who is there before them. What is that, sir?
They can.
I don't know. How can they give that? They are not even a party before the court. How can any direction be issued, sir?
Hello.
This is, if I may say, third track of dispute resolution.
Please. No, let me answer Kutij's question. We only ask for temporary stay. And then, of course, the court decides. NCDRC is to decide only this, who has to face the burden, whose burden it is, whether Tata's or mine. That's the question they decide. If they come tomorrow here, please all get out, then you are very right. We have an option to go to High Court also. Not necessary that we go to NCDRC. But we can go there also because they are already seized with the matter. And what happens in the court proceedings, we cannot be 100% sure, but we can make our effort.
For the current running, Mr. Thomas is saying that he finds the operation much better. Mr. Puri is saying that the problem still persists.
Yeah.
How can we improve? I'm more
Yeah.
interested in current running until all of these long-term things are.
Sir, in this matter, I would like to suggest that we should have a atmosphere monitoring device there to check the
My view is
So if
that
everything is in limit,
Tatas
it is
cannot
okay.
shirk this responsibility. If Pollution Control Board takes any drastic action, Tata have to bear it.
No, we can invest.
They are saying that how to best run the existing plant. Then certainly.
Yeah, yes.
Plus we can,
It's a good suggestion.
Plus we can,
I
we
think
can visit adjacent townships, adjacent townships, how they run their show, and see if we can do something better with the existing plant.
Okay.
Like
We can,
Satwa and MVR, whatever they are doing, we can follow them. If they are satisfied, we should be also.
You see, I believe that
No, sir, if we can study their treatment plants or whatever system they are following, and if we have a better solution, why not?
Sir, I think Sila is running several properties in Goa. They have experience of STPs in all of them. I think maybe we could also request them to help us.
But then it's been 1 year plus. Mr. Puri is saying that the problem still persists. Why don't we call in an expert?
Sir, an interim or shall we say a immediate solution can be that we request Sila, who's running several STPs, to also advise if there are any improvements that the PMC at some cost can incorporate so that the problem that Mr. Puri and other residents of that tower are facing is mitigated. That's one. Review report, they would have suggestions. I mean, Anthony's got colleagues all over Goa who are running societies equal size, in North Goa especially, because the STP is mandatory as per the bylaws. The second and very small suggestion is that, what Mr. Puri said, that if that monthly report can be placed on the notice board, at least the residents will be assured that there is something happening. I think we have to be fair to them also.
the earlier these MMR were being put up and that practice has been discontinued. I don't know why. Why monthly, even if it is possible, the reports must be put up.
I'll tell you the brief about the STP that is there. So STP, what happens, this some smell will be there. It's not that smell won't be there because see, it is the total waste that is coming from all the flows. So what we have a exhaust. The smell, whatever is there, is taken out on top of the terrace, tower 13A top terrace. So and as you all know, after treatment, the water whichever is coming out, we are using it in all of our flushes. I don't think any one of you all are getting any smell in the flats. So that is the treated water that we are getting from the STP plant itself. So to know this.
I appreciate what you're saying, but the important thing is we have to have the consistency which is we are lacking. When you say the smell will be there, why the other places, the way the circulation is being managed, if you go and see at times your air duct or air exhaust doesn't work. It has to work on a full throttle. Then only it is going to be possible. And once you put those two air exhausts on full throttle, it stops. It doesn't work. You all know. And only just one exhaust at the top of 13 is going to clear all the air. It's not possible, Mr. Antonio. You must appreciate and understand.
And also get expert advice
distance as well as it's an open. And it's below the tower.
Overbuilt the property and they have made it like a.
And it's a confined area.
Yeah,
So all
confined
the
area.
fumes and all
But
that.
it is not in a.
Because of the slope, I think it's at the edge actually. But because of the slope, there is a. From Tollier, they have tried and they have made some.
But where will they make it? Because there is no place left around the.
That is what they are telling, they have to purchase the land. Just as the STP is there, I think there are two towers where the transformers are kept. You are living right above it. You hear that hum all day.
Tower 5.
And there's nothing you can do.
Tower 5 and.
So you got to live with it. And the, I mean,
Diesel
I
smell.
talk about us.
Yeah, diesel smell for us. Diesel smell.
The smell is a different.
Diesel smell and
is also a form of pollution.
fire beware. Fire beware.
But breathing toxic air is just not, cannot compromise.
This is a customer satisfaction issue. Can CELA engage some experts from their side and give a formal report on the STP?
That suggestion we have got.
Let's move on.
We shall be making technical reports on the operation of STP.
Sure, we can have.
Whatever possible, sir, whatever possible, we will do our best, sir.
We can do atmospheric monitoring also with some solution to that. We can put it in the basement so that the air quality is always within WHO limits.
And the operators who are supposed to be handling, should be sitting over there to monitor what's going on. No, I'm not saying that they have to. No. STP operators are there. I'm not. STP operators are different. If you can clarify.
So STP operators are basically, they have to run the system, like
Yeah.
move the water from it. So once the pump is on, they need not be over there.
No, I'm not saying that they have to be there all the time.
Sir, what happened when you took the position?
No.
I have got one question.
Only manual.
Very expensive.
Sir, let's move ahead. We just do have 5-6 hours.
So, anything, I think we had good amount of discussion on this STP. Let's move over to any other issue in relation to audit observations or whatever.
What is the action item on this? We have discussed, but what are the action items taken down?
The action item is we'll publish the reports in the notice board if it's not been put.
Regarding STP.
Yeah, that is the current report already being
Reports
gathered
are
by them,
downloaded
right?
on Pollution Control Board, we will also share in the notice board.
Yeah.
Apart from
Some
that, we will
CELA
take advice
experts.
from expert also.
Yeah.
And try to improve the situation
Yeah.
as much as possible till permanent solution.
What
comes.
does Mr. Puri want to comment on this? This is a not big topic.
Important thing is, do we have a proper certificate from Goa Pollution Control Board? No, that's very important. No, they have to take the action.
Sir.
So that's what they have to find out and take the action. That's what I'm saying. I agree, but I'm just pointing it out whether they have mandated that whether it's required. Yeah, it's required.
Puri Sahab,
तिवारी जी
you see,
आप और मैं दोनों साथ चले थे, आपको मालूम होगा रुचि का से
there is one small question.
हाँ जी बोलिए.
When you took the position, there was no smell. You see, this is a very important question because that's what Tatas are relying upon. These things should have been pointed out before taking position.
As a layman, who does it? Who is going to walk around and see whether the stink is there, whether the things are... We are all on the same boat. Yeah. Yeah.
So that way we cannot examine each product we buy. So that's why हम लोग वही चीज तो fight कर रहे हैं सर कि इस समय we were not working on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, बताइए क्या लिखा है आपने?
No, so on the CELA, we will
any other?
Suggestions of the members on this STP issue have been noted, and we have also taken note of it. It will be an action point for us. So if there is no other comment, then I think I can take it that this auditor's report is approved.
No, आप कुछ comment audit.
This one point from PCB is not the entire auditor's report, sir.
If there are more points, please come.
I'm not a good at audit. No, neither am I. The question is, there are so many heads here which I'm not able to understand. One of which caught my attention is that in the liabilities, or yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, there are two housekeeping charges. Then there is SELA in sundry also. Sundry creditors. Why is that? So many places, and these are not small numbers. These are all big numbers. If you look at expenditure, facility management charges, and other expenses, there is housekeeping, and then there is another point where there is
Housekeeping, it daily garbage collection and disposal of all 14 towers.
okay. I'm sorry, I'm still pulling up the document. If anybody else has questions, please go ahead.
Close of the financial year, unreconciled return was about 3 lakhs. Has that been resolved totally, or there's something?
Which reconciliation? Sorry, I didn't get you.
One of the heads.
Uh-huh.
There was a reconciliation about 3 lakh 8,500. Unreconciled receipts.
Yeah, so that is
Apparently close to the financial year. That mean this is probably payments of CAM from.
Yeah, this amount was much larger. We have been able to reduce it to this only. What has happened that this raising of CAM bills and accounting of amounts received from the owners was being done by ZipGrid, and they had an app. And ZipGrid insisted upon, not insisted upon, but provided a very concessional treatment if payment is made through Paytm. If the payment is made through HDFC Bank net banking, then there are charges. But if you make payment through Paytm, then there are no charges. So many people availed the services of Paytm. So in reporting, we got certain amounts deposited in our bank account, but we couldn't find out from whom. So naturally we asked ZipGrid to tell us that please tell us from whom you have received this amount, because you are the person who have been entrusted with raising the bills and giving the account of collection. They couldn't do it, then we did the exercise. We asked the bank also, HDFC Bank also.
They also did that exercise.
They also did the exercise. So we have reduced the amounts, but still these amounts have remained, and we only hope that in due course the owner whose amount it is will come forward and will say, hey, I have already made the payment. We'll verify and give him the credit, and then this amount will get reduced.
I have to repay that amount I already paid. I have to repay again. I already raised this issue so many times. My name is Amrish.
Okay.
So I
So that will be reconciled. That's not weird. That should not.
Banks and everybody is refusing that. The bank is saying we have not received. Bank money is deducted from my account.
No. If you have made payment and if it has come to the bank account, quite obviously it will be reflecting in the statement. Correct.
So it's not, and I have approval from the receiving from the RGD that we received the amount. Later on, it's reflecting in my with the penalty reflected in my cash.
No. Penalty is something different. What I'm talking about is if you have made X amount as a payment to the bank, it should reflect in the statement of the bank.
In my statement, Ganesh, our statement is not.
Mm.
My suggestion is that,
Yeah.
you know, that you as a banker and an accounts person can share with members as to what all they require when to send to you to reconcile the payment, the UTR number or the date, the bank which it comes to. Then a lot of people who have made these payments and have been debited will be able to share that, because without that you can't reconcile.
Exactly.
UTR number is the same, all right?
Correct.
So my bank entry says debit, but if you cannot link that to a payment receipt, it will remain unreconciled. So if you can just, as part of the normal circular, maybe on the notice board, put it down that whenever you make a payment, whether
Sure.
you use
We will do that.
or anything, just share this with us. That way, even the owner has a record, whether it's a screenshot, and you have a record.
You made this payment through HDFC itself or you made through some other bank? Paytm से किया था. नहीं, which is your bank? Your bank is HDFC only, no? So then it should reflect. So then we'll एक बार देख लेना. हाँ. So
If you can share with us the receipt, the acknowledgement.
Banks are also connected.
नहीं वो आप एक बार भेज दीजिए. You send an email. I'll write to Mr. Conrad. Conrad. Yeah. नहीं एक बार भेज दो. We'll look into it.
What happens, you know, the payment is not completed, it remains in the system, but only the branch, you have to go to your branch and pay. Sometimes, because it is happened to me.
नहीं पेटीएम से आपने नहीं किया ना. आपने पेटीएम से पे किया क्या? हाँ. करेक्ट. करेक्ट. तो वही सो पेटीएम वाला रिकंसिलेशन नहीं हुआ है बिकॉज वी डिडंट नो हु हैव मेड पेमेंट्स थ्रू पेटीएम. बैंक्स did the exercise of writing to Paytm ki please tell us these amounts you have received, but we don't know who is the owner, so we couldn't give that benefit. Correct. So it can your case will be the same one which is yet to be reconciled. So आप एक बार mail डाल दीजिए. We'll speak to bank and we'll reconcile.
Your UTR number of that particular.
हाँ वो आप एक बार भेज.
Your reference number.
Then Joy will be able to reconcile.
Sir, RDG is having any insurance there? RDG last year report is not there.
Not yet. Discussions are going on, so we are in the process of finalization.
Last year they didn't mention anything in the report, auditor report.
Regarding what?
Auditor report.
Yeah.
Insurance is there?
No. Currently we don't have.
Last year?
Last year it was taken by. Before that it was taken by Tata.
So that is what our report, it is not there.
Yeah.
So in the last page of the complete report, there is a mention of SELA. Almost around 52 lakhs. Sundry creditors.
The auditor's report is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Why doesn't it find mention in housekeeping charges? Why is that separate? It's not a small amount and it doesn't tally with other charges, other amounts I see elsewhere. It's a big amount, that's the reason I wanted clarification. Last page.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, saw it.
What are you asking? What is the question?
What is that entry
And why doesn't it tally with the housekeeping charges in the income and expenditure statement? Why is it in Schedule 3, sundry creditors? It's a huge amount, right? 52 lakhs.
Yeah. That is the payment which has been made to Sila.
Okay.
Payment which is due. Which is due.
Which is due.
We are lagging behind in making payment to Sila.
Oh, okay.
Thanks to many defaulters who are not making payment of term charges.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
they
are
are
orders with as high as 4 lakh, 5 lakh.
Yeah. And till last quarter it went to 80 lakhs and then it was reduced substantial. Lot of efforts were taken by Mr. Harsha. We got many outstanding dues, but still there are a lot of pending. For this quarter also, huge outstanding is there. So,
Okay, that explains.
so
because
yeah, because it
didn't
becomes
seem to
difficult
tally.
for us to honor the payments to vendors also. So that is
Every time we are begging with the owners.
That is true, and that brings me to the next point. Like
running a society like this, running all the facilities, it involves cost. And quality, in order to also give a good quality, we need to have.
No, I completely empathize with your situation, and I'm in support of Harsha's efforts.
Are the unsold inventory paying non-occupation charges or are they charged?
Now there are no unsold inventories. So I guess all the flats have been sold.
Non-occupancy charges should be for the ones which are let out and owners don't stay. Actually, it is that. Yes. Yeah. Coming back to the point of collections, right? 2 crore 90, around 70 or 90 lakhs was the collection, right? 2 crore 70 or something like that. And our expenses are way beyond that already.
Obviously.
Right? Now, and there is about 20 lakhs that have come because of non-occupancy and other charges and penalties, etc. That we can't count on every year, right? So what really is the base value is about 270 or so, which we are actually spending beyond, right, currently. So what can we do right now with all the efforts that Harsha has made? We have got the situation become a little better, but how good is it?
We still have outstanding dues to the tune of 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs. And once we have sufficient amount of money, then we can talk about budgeting. At this point in time, we cannot talk about budgeting because we don't have enough funds. We are just meeting the ends.
So in that we have seen a lot of big expenses now in the statement. Electricity is like 70 lakhs or so.
You see,
Other big expenses. Is there any way to
the-
rationalize or
No, of course, 2 crores pending is there to collect. Temporary, that 2 crores comes, we can do a lot of things. And we are not generating any revenue. And whoever regularly paying 300, 400 people, they are paying maintenance fee. Everybody is paying, how this will happen?
Yeah, but until then, how do we economize? That was my question last time also. There was also a question from me in my last meeting where I had requested the PMC to share till what value does PMC have the discretion to spend without approval from the SGM? That answer I don't think, means please remind me, and maybe I have forgotten, but I never got that.
How much approval, default approval we have.
That's
in
it.
terms of amount.
Otherwise they have to come to the body, general body?
Yes. Yeah. You see,
But
so
there
far
are so many.
the question of defaulters is now that
1,25,000,
we must take drastic action against defaulters. Now when we talk about taking drastic action, it's not 1, 2 or 3. The number of persons runs into hundreds
Yes.
who are not making payment. All that work has to be gone.
Yeah.
We have been writing time and again requesting that this PMC, we are living on day-to-day existence. Our term is over. We don't know how long we have to continue. We are being made to continue against what we had bargained for. Elections are not happening. Everything we have done, whatever the ARCS wants, we have given. Elections are not being held. It's a mystery.
Sir, personally,
Why
I'm thankful
elections are
for
being-
all the efforts that the PMC
Why
members
elections
are
are
doing
not being
beyond the
happening?
stipulated time. I completely
See,
agree.
what
But
I'm saying that if there is a regular MC who knows that they have to run for 5 years, there are a lot of issues which are required to be tackled. And we have got the depleted strength also.
Yeah.
Many of the people who are part of the PMC have left or stopped taking interest. There is a manpower shortage. 1 or 2 or 3 persons cannot take up the entire work. We have even asked for volunteers that all right, if you are not in PMC, but at least if you are willing to work for us, please volunteer.
Yeah. So there are two parts, sir: collection deficit and our running expenses, which
So
are
this
not
is a
going
very
down,
big
right?
problem, and I have got no clue why elections are not being held. Whose interests are being catered to by not holding the elections? So this is
My
something
personal
which
comment is only
all of-
those who are benefiting from the current state of affairs will try to push the election.
Yes, yes. Only those who are benefited by the current state of affairs.
Sir, my request is, can we reduce the other charges? Like electricity, as I mentioned, is 70 lakhs. Is there anything SELA can do to figure out how can we reduce the electricity
See,
consumption?
reduction will only happen once everyone starts paying. We can only talk
No,
about.
that is about
We can only
collection.
talk about. You
No,
are talking
the
about.
reduction of per apartment expense will happen if everyone starts paying. Point is, I'm trying to draw attention to the expense we have already put in the system, like electricity, as I said. There are other expenses. There are so many other contracts that have been, renewed or signed, where I thought the PMC should have invited tenders and seen the least of the bids and awarded the tender to the least bidding party. That has not happened.
For what?
Is there any for lifts, for example, for EPVX?
We
for
already
example?
have Olympia. Before.
Okay.
The lowest bidder has only been awarded. In fact, the last time the awards were made, the then chairman gave a detailed explanation as to why the others were not accepted. And generally it's been L1. I think maybe if L2 has been selected, there has been an explanation which
There is one way we can deal with it, is shut down the swimming pool, all the elevators, and then even the 60% of paying, they will stop paying.
Long-term contracts, you will not be able to have a good bargain, because no vendor will come and deploy all his resources in a short-term contract. That is a common sense. Every problem has its solution in having a permanency, having election, and all those things. Meanwhile, whatever we are doing, certainly there is always a chance to improve upon them. Certainly, sir, we will try. So can we discuss the objections raised by us for delaying the election?
Objections raised for delaying the elections.
Delaying the
elections.
Elections क्यों नहीं हो रहे?
You see, we have given several lists. According to us, the official position of this PMC is that everyone who had taken possession of the flat apartment as on 4th February 2023 is member of society. And for that we have got enormous legal backing. This is what the position according to our understanding is by the Goa Cooperative Housing Society, Goa Cooperative Societies Act 2001, Goa Cooperative Societies Rules 2003 and Rio de Goa CHS bylaws. We have been explaining to ARCS that look, this is what the law says, and therefore everyone is the member. Then he says, but applications are not there.
No, initially he agreed. Initially he
Yes,
agreed.
yes, he saw the reason, he accepted our arguments and passed an order. There is his order that he went one step further. I had requested that as on 4th February 2023, ARCS then said that, but look, your audited balance sheet as of 31st March 2023 says that there are 639 shareholders, whereas you have given the names of only 629 people. Because you have made them shareholders, so add those 10 names also. That was the situation. We have got this in writing. Now insistence is that
No, some honorable members,
Based on a complaint.
some
Yeah.
honorable members went there, complained, and now that is put on hold.
and what happens that whenever the complaint is made, if I write a letter, it's not replied. There are several communications, my arguments, order is passed. That like that order of recalling the list of provisional list of voters which had been displayed. We were very happy with that list, included everyone. That list is recalled. Of course, the ARCS gave us the notice why this list should not be recalled. I gave the detailed reply. My reply is not discussed. But because the applications are not there,
Are discussed in detail.
discussed in detail, the provisions of law I am quoting, I am very, very certain that as far as the law is concerned, everyone who has taken the possession of apartment as on 4th February 2023 is member of society, is voter. But ARCS raises objections. So his objection was that applications are not received from everyone. Our reply was that as per the provision of law, general body has a right to enroll members. Prior to coming into existence of managing committee. Once managing committee comes, then members are to be enrolled by managing committee. In our case, in the AGM which took place on 4th February 2023, the election of board of directors was later. Enrollment of everyone as a member, there is a resolution, AGM resolution. They have been enrolled, and after that we came into picture, election. So we are telling the ARCS that look, the people whom general body have made members, and after that we have come into existence, where is the question of those people making an application to us to become members? The ones who have been made members by general body, why should they make application to me to become member? And not that something wrong has been done. What has been done in general body is as per what Act provides, is as per what rules provide. Act provides that prior to coming into existence of board of directors, general body can enroll members. And general body has done that. I am asking that why should insist upon the applications from those people whom general body has been members. Why should they make application to PMC once again, all over again? Not replying, but saying, no, the applications are not there, therefore I am withdrawing this. As a result, we have circulated, made reminders, requested people that please forget everything, make applications. Some 120, 130 applications have been received. Promoter members are there. If it pleases the ARCS, that only those who have made the applications, we have got the applications also now.
Sir, since
So-
you have appointed the reconciliator, can be of any help in this regard?
Reconciliator हमने जो किया appoint, he can help or not? Reconciliator भी हमने appoint किया because of ARCS.
See, reconciliator,
Appointed is only.
reconciliator,
What Raj must be considering that
no,
feud
this
between
is this is beyond the purview of reconciliator.
Reconciliator
Reconciliator can never overrule or go against what ARCS is saying. We can also, we can also as CS not overrule ARCS. We cannot overrule ARCS. We can only create a dispute against him. That we want to avoid. Because if we raise a dispute, the matter will hang on.
Next time, before submitting, we can take a approval from that the reconciliator and then file the papers. Just a suggestion. But I feel that it is there just delaying for some unknown reasons.
सर आपको जो भी लिस्ट सही लगे आप इलेक्शन तो करवाओ उस लिस्ट
हाँ, but it obvious that they are delaying tactics है, जो भी है delaying tactics है. तो उनको since they have made us to keep a reconciliator as per law, let him also have a look at the papers and then say yes.
This is the question of membership issue. We will never give these kind of things as the jurisdiction of reconciliation. No, these are very important things.
But
These
at
have to
least
be sorted
communication
out.
channels with all the members have been established as of now.
These have to be sorted out with us. Of course, the members can do their bit. They can put pressure on ARCS. Just some handful of members are pressurizing or whatever, I am talking the word pressurizing, but having their way. There are much larger number of people.
But there is substantial progress now. The original 350 plus over 120 is in the application. So 374, 70, pretty long here. So let's get the election done with that.
No, is it so that lot of members have not responded to your query request?
Every data
filling
is
form?
possible with
Is it like that?
ARCS. If he decides, he say, Baba, open your mouth and say that this is the issue. I give you the voters list within 48 hours. Already given, but once again I will make, as per your rule 54 Act. I will make it within 48 hours.
So then if it is still not responding, we need to go to the next higher
He said
authority.
that this is not right. So tell us what we should do. So we give you the decision to conduct the election.
No, because of the nature of the society where a lot of people, most of the people are not resident. They say 90% are not residents. Hardly 5 or 10% come here once in a while.
I think a fresh list with all those whose forms are available with you. Then another annexure of those which are not available, but the society says our members should be sent to them again. I think that's all we can do.
Send it and if we still listen,
Sir,
that is the state government. Go to them and tell them it's very
I think we should follow up on that their objection was forms are not available. So we provide them two lists, one with all the forms and ones which not, and then I think
from PMC also, we are also owners. We have to also look our
no,
long-term interest.
and for benefit of the members, if just an update could be given, it will sort of save a lot of cross talk on this.
Certainly, we are planning to go to higher authority.
There are two questions, sir. Big amounts, just want clarification. One is repair and maintenance others, 13 lakhs. And the second one is machinery rental cost and cost expenses, 9,66,000. So these are the biggest, I think top 5 expenditure. Machinery rental cost expenses, 9,66,000 we are renting machinery. What is it?
That is at RD 160, which actually sweeps the entire RDG premise.
This is an annual expense.
Yeah.
How much does it cost approximately? The-
It comes to कितना होता है महीने का?
नहीं, outright. Uh-huh.
Why it is?
To rent.
Yeah.
No, that is ex-chairman, right? Yeah, let's not bring that person.
No, it
in
is
the
not about
picture.
ex-chairman. It is about, it was documented in the AGM only or in the SGM. It is part of the proceedings.
How much does it cost in general outright?
Yeah.
Okay.
बहुत
Any other alternative?
We had discussed all that in that meeting, the cost of acquiring
Okay.
it, and
Okay.
all those things were accounted for before
Okay.
going with Sela.
Okay. Repair and maintenance others, 13 lakhs. That's very generic header for a 13 lakh expense.
One minute. ये वाला 13 lakhs. 30 lakhs others.
Gym.
नहीं उसके नीचे.
Repair and maintenance others. Yeah. See, we cannot, if you want grouping of it, we'll provide it.
No, I thought it would be a part of the complete auditor's report because.
Part of the audited report.
Okay, it is? Okay, let me take another look.
Audited report, but entire books of accounts cannot be produced.
No, that's understandable, sir.
So you
I just
want
thought it would be a table or something.
You know what are the
Yeah, that we can provide.
No, that's fine. Next time you can please add a table. I don't need it. I just wanted to know what exactly it is. And if it is a lot of small items adding up to 13 lakhs, I understand. No problem.
20 lakhs you see for this society, 639 apartments over the period of 12 months.
No, sir. There are repair and maintenance, several headers. We are not adding up all of that. AMC is there, boom barrier, camera, computers. Lot of other things are already classified well, right? Because this is a big number.
Let me explain to you how things work out. There are books of account. They are available for inspection.
But in the meeting, if they are keeping the tables, they are at least.
My request is just tabulate it
Hello,
and put it
hello,
in the complete
let me
auditor's
complete,
report
please.
next time.
You say I've said one sentence and you have started interfering. That's not. Let me.
Audit report, the meeting is for the audit report. So generally, normally, what they will keep is all the soft copies, they will keep it in one set here. If anybody comes, they can see all of this.
Yeah. So,
Leave it like that, no need to explain all
see,
this.
there is an independent auditor who has been appointed. He has gone into each and everything, and then he has given his report. Now, of course, there are various items of income, various items of expenditure, various items of sundry creditors, various items of sundry debtors. Surely, it's good thing that you are interested in knowing what it is. No doubt, yes. So for that I am saying, the details are there in books of accounts. They are not readily available here. You ask us, we'll supply the information.
That's fine, sir. We don't need it now. My request for the next time is, please ask him to put it in a table. So one glance should be sufficient. That's all. Because it adds up to a big number. That's the reason I asked. Yeah. Another quick question is,
Instead of cooperating with us, they withdrew that accountant. And she left without informing anybody. Initially we thought that perhaps she is sick. Then we realized that she is absconding. Then we tried to contact. She won't pick up call from me, she won't pick up call from him. With considerable effort, the manager contacted her. Then she said that, look, I've got nothing to do with you people. I've already informed Zipgrid. Then we hired local chartered accountant that please come look into our accounts, see whether they are all right, and then interface with the independent auditor, and then this Ganesh Puja intervened. In Goa, when there is Ganpati, then nobody is willing to work. So anyway, all these difficulties, we had a chartered accountant. He did tremendous job. He went through everything and presented the accounts to the entire satisfaction of independent director, which he has recorded. So that's how this delay has taken place.
So that's why every solution lies in having a permanent, because permanent system, ad hoc system will not give you complete.
Next year, hopefully, we will not have this.
But first, for that we need to have an election. So we are trying our best to convince ARCS office that whatever list he suits him, please conduct a election.
In this process, we have multiple times visited RDG on our own expenses. But kya kare?
So coming back to our original agenda, this approval of the audited accounts. Any further queries? Yeah.
Why didn't have the internal audit been carried out? Internal audit, which even the auditor has put in his observation.
ZipGrid was supposed to do it, they didn't do it. Simple answer. Then we have hired a person, you can treat him as an internal auditor. But since he was not formally appointed internal auditor, that gave the independent auditor the scope to make a mention that there should have been an internal audit.
Okay.
Is there an action item we can take that we can at least appoint an internal auditor?
You see, the crux of the matter is the report of the auditor has been read over by Mr. Ganesh. On all material points, he is fully satisfied with our accounts, and you must trust his report. Certain observations he has made, like about STP, about SILA, about internal auditor, that we have discussed.
So from now on, so this is for the year ending March, right? From now on, is there any effort or thought being put into appointing an internal auditor, at least for quarterly audits?
We are thinking, because the question is that we have done the accounts, we set the accounts right only till 31st March 2024, and today is 30th September. There are 6 months accounts we have not verified. So we have to take up that process.
Yeah, it's become all the more important now.
Yeah, that we have to take up that process to have those accounts checked, to and then see how the remaining period is to be done. So all that is to be done. You see, we are hampered in a way because we are being treated, or we have treated ourselves as a stopgap arrangement. And this stopgap arrangement is never ending. This has also inhibited our functioning a bit.
Mr. Chairman,
and,
sir,
and more than that, our strength is depleted. Our strength is depleted, and for appointment of more members, all kind of rules are put.
Mr. Chairman, sir, just a small suggestion. Since this is a issue of major concern, perhaps this meeting could be used to take approval to incur expense to appoint someone who can handle the accounts, because even if it means extra expenditure, in the long run it is a benefit, sir. And maybe you could use this occasion to take up approval for that expenditure.
We are considering it to hire and to make a permanent arrangement. But every time when we have to make a permanent arrangement, a question comes to our mind that should we do it or leave it for the successor MC? But
there
I
is
think
also a problem in Goa. To get an accountant is also a task. So we have been chasing, we have been interviewing people.
It's a huge task actually.
So we are not getting a permanent accountant. So that is also a challenge, especially in Goa.
No, but
Even if it's a part-time one, maybe, I mean, that's what you'll be able to.
Sir is suggesting that we should
no,
take
my,
this opportunity.
my feeling is that we should outsource it through a chartered accountant. That's my feeling. Because we appoint an accountant, the accountant is not good at his or her job. The accounts are not done in a proper way. Then again we have to go to CA, a kind of internal audit process. So outsourcing to a chartered accountant will be better thing, and we have to give, and it's not only accounting issue. There are compliances issue also. For TDS tax deducted source, there are quarterly statements. For GST, there are monthly statements. For income tax, we have to file annual return. So there are so many compliances issues also. So outsourcing seems to be the best thing.
So why don't we, you have a last agenda point, is there any other point you raise to the permission of the chair? You have it here today.
Yeah.
So we can raise this issue and get it lost.
First approval ले लें.
ले लेते हैं ना approval.
That is all.
Whoever is giving, no,
आपका bylaws नहीं बदला है sir. मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ. ये bylaws बोल रहा है.
I'm not, this is general discussion, it is a general discussion. Why we have to take, camp charges is coming, 2 crore pending is there, we don't want, we are not collecting the 2 crore, instead of that, who is, Papa is giving for
My
more?
recommendation is please come to the proposal. I would consider maybe 10% something like that.
So this money has to go to ARC's office, sir? This 5% is going to ARC's? Society only, then,
Now, if we don't follow the rules, then somebody will complain to ARC's office.
okay, charge 1,000 rupees. Okay, you want to charge some.
1,000 rupees of what? What? It says 5% of the agreement between the member and the manager. Up to 5%.
Agreement, they are not disclosed.
Then how who will certify that it is not?
object also. What is
not object, so you charge
See,
whatever you
technical
want.
problem is there. Technical problem is there.
Let us think about it.
Dinesh, this should be effort. This under aspect to them as a lawyer.
Decide and charge.
There can be
If
more
the
agreements
object
between
is
my,
to tell the agreement,
if it is more than 1 year, then only it's there. And
Let's-
who knows,
let's
I say,
plan
you know, we normally put it down to writing because people don't forget things. I say,
But-
for 1,000 rupees, we, he says, okay, let's make it.
His query is he can charge that much and that much to a tenant.
Sir, another way,
So
see,
make a
another,
flat rate. If he objects, he has to tell his agreement.
sir, another way to handle this ARCS, just you charge 1,000 rupees everybody, 1,000 rupees only. If they are telling no, 1,000 rupees you should not charge, okay, sorry, next time we'll change what, how you want to do. Then we will go for that, it is not a criminal offense or anything.
There is a huge body of
It is
owners
nothing.
who
We'll
are
change
renting
next
out
time.
their properties who are not present here. Let them deliberate, broadcast it over owners group, there will be some debates. Let that come through. Because the whole has a lot of
उसमें
problems
एक दो
here.
दिन discussion चलेगा, कुछ निकल के आएगा, then
वो होने दो.
So the problem is that you don't necessarily need to have a written agreement. There can be all agreement is also equally valid in this country. I have said, you want to use my, you are my friend here, keep using it for 3 months, 6 months. The only law requirement right now is that you should have police verification required, that you already got it. So what else is there? So this is such a vague thing, you know, and who's going to monitor information and all these things? I am paying getting 1 lakh rupees, you guys take 50,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees every month. Who's going to do that? Nobody's going to do that. So let's have pragmatic rules which people can easily comply with.
No, equal rule, even short term also you fix up something, then it is viable.
His stand is short term is illegal. So you should not
let
charge.
us not compare.
I'm saying, no, it's illegal.
No, not for.
Okay, sir, next.
So I think we have had enough discussion. We'll deliberate upon it in the next meeting. So I thank you all for attending the meeting and helping us with your comments and suggestions. And with this, I announce the close of the meeting.
Vote of thanks for the committee and its members. And appreciation for Joel for
I request all of you to please have refreshment, which is after so much of deliberation.
Sir, one request, all the members.
I only come down because I want to thank you all. Sir, does the general body have to? And don't give up on us. Does the general body need to impress upon us that the election has to be done at the earliest? Can we add that line?
Thank you very much for all the work.
I have explained why.
Can we add this line?
Deliberate all the resolution. Thank you, sir. Nothing. The most important thing is PMC oral agreements are equally valid. Who is going to volunteer? So give it something which is